Hi, I'm Phil Constantine. On this episode of Travels with Phil, we're going to the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park in Dayton, Ohio. Now, while most people think of heavier-than-air flight, they think of Kitty Hawk in North Carolina. And while the first control flight did take place at Kitty Hawk, it all began back in the Wright brothers' home of Dayton, Ohio, you see right here on the map. With Phil continues in Dayton, Ohio, the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historical Park. And why is it historical? Right there.
This is the fourth of 5 separate locations for the Wright's bicycle business. The brothers were operating from this shop from the spring of 1895 until the fall of 1897. In some ways, I think this is the most important of their bicycle businesses. From here, they would begin manufacturing their own line of bicycles in late 1895. Up to this point, they've been repairing bicycles, they've been selling accessories, they've been selling bicycles built by other companies. Now they wanted to take the next step, and to do that they installed additional equipment beyond what they would use for repair. The equipment they installed represented state-of-the-art technology, and with the decision to begin manufacturing, the brothers were becoming familiar with that equipment and its capabilities.
This is a recreation of what it would have looked like sometime around 1900. And these are actually some pretty good similarities there with the actors. This is what it would have been like had you actually gone to their shop and got some repairs or a new bicycle made. And this would be Orville and Wilbur.
They're not going to construct airplanes in this building. But when Wilbur particularly is beginning to think about all of the challenges ahead, this is where he is working.
They built a wind tunnel on the second floor of the bicycle shop so they could do testing. And this is the engine they built in the shop to power their aircraft. They continued to test, experiment, and perfect their machines. They did a lot of work, lots of experimentation. Did very good work. So let's take a look outside. This is the bicycle shop. Crossing over into downtown Dayton, there are other places in Dayton where they did their work and their experimentations. You're coming up here on the Air Force Museum. I have a nice video on that place, an amazing place. And then this is Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which was named in their honor. And the places where they did their flying and testing is now part of the base. This is the Huffman Prairie. It's also an area called Wright Hill. And there's a spot here through these trees where they have the Wright Memorial. This is an actual photo of one of their original gliders where they did their testing. And this is the photo of the catapult system they used to initially get airborne. They'd use a weight to pull it. This is a picture of one of their flyers and the shed they built there in Huffman Prairie to house all their workings. And a photo of one of their early test flights at Huffman Prairie. This is another recreation. It's of the shed, their flyer, and the test flight. This 1905 flight crashed after 12 seconds in the air. It injured Orville and required them to make some major changes to their designs. So the new designs led to better control of the aircraft and made it much more stable in flight. And they just constantly changed and tried different things. In fact, they rearranged the shape of the aircraft, which made it much more stable in flight. Finally, in October 1905, their new designs flew for 39 minutes. This was longer than their other flights combined. They were able to bank, turn, circle, do all kinds of maneuvering. The ability to control the craft in flight made the Wright Flyer a practical invention with real-world uses. They had finally done it. This is what the area would have looked like back then. In the space of 64 years, we went from the first heavier-than-air flight to landing on the moon. All because of the work of 2 brothers in Dayton, Ohio. The first moon landing and Ingenuity helicopter on Mars both carried fibers from the 1903 Wright Flyer that made the first heavier-than-air flight. And it all started right here in Dayton, Ohio.
This building truly is the birthplace of aviation.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.